Hello and welcome. Right, this is the maiden voyage of my new microphone. Yeah, I'm hoping it's well, the other one was a cracker. It's a very reasonable microphone. I have had a few expensive ones that really I didn't really rate, even though the reviews were fantastic. Very, very low gain. This one's a well-known manufacturer, shall we say. I'm not going to like drop names because you're not supposed to do that. So, yeah, we've done a lot. There is some things we can sell. I am trying to get back into my old habits now that the selling works, and it is true what I said. Yeah, I was looking at dinner at YouTube videos. It said 20 secrets that you might not know about FS25. Well, they were like basically saying that what we discovered about that if you put a thing on the field trigger and it's got food in for your things, it will automatically feed. So it is a feature, but although we can see that it's a little hit and miss, but it is a feature. Yeah, definitely. There's quite a few features, most of which I've actually discovered, which I was quite pleased. Not really secrets, more little things that you sort of may or may not sort of know. So right, so that's done, I think. When are we going to give... Well, not us personally going to give birth, but when are our animals going to give birth? Because it's important. 80%, so I've only got 2 months before they basically burst out of that and we lose a lot of animals. The other thing is, obviously, we've got 2 sets of animals now. One of which has just gone into... you can see the medium-sized little ones, and we've got the big ones now that are all big. We've got 2 sets of really biggies. Obviously these are not, reproduction's they've only just gone from like youngsters. I mean, they're 8 months old, got to be honest. But these are what going to take this over, and then we're going to waste 15 animals, or we're going to waste how many animals? Yeah, a lot of 10 animals if we don't pull a finger out. So what I'm going to do, because we really don't want that, we also, if that is the case as well, we need to be grabbing... Seems to be a bit of juddering, but there's no juddering when you actually are on the... Yeah, the recordings aren't... They're not bad, but there is definitely juddering. Now, where did we stick the... Yeah, I've taken DLSS off, and I've got to be honest, it is better, but it's still not perfect. You've still got the meshes, high and low res meshes, so it really isn't just DLSS. It does help performance, though, I've got to be honest, because it is upscaling. Obviously, we've put our... the next thing we've got is our sunflowers. Not sure if we're going to get to it this session, because this is the most important thing, and that really is to... we've got to get some of that. If we're going to like use that slab on the other side for putting the animals on, we need to get that hay done, but we need to get it done anyway. So let's get this sorted first. Did we buy the shuffle stuff, or did we... I think we leased it, didn't we? I sent it back. But let's have a look. If I can actually get the right... Our vehicles. So it's going to be... Yeah, it was. I thought it was. I thought we'd just leased it. But it's not the end of the world. This is still a 17, nearly 20 tonner, so it's not bad at all. Let's grab the bit up on that top slab where it lifts up. Shove this straight into the silo. Do we grab all of this? If we're going to do this, learn our lessons, we'd have to do hay again. And we've got a silage bunker full of silage, so really it wouldn't hurt if we did do that. Because your hay is the biggest thing you use the most. So let's just get this off the slab where we need it gone first, so we don't waste it. It shouldn't take too long. I was going to say, do I go into a time lapse? But really, we're not trying to clear the entire field. We're just trying to clear off the bits that we're going to destroy if we put something down. I think my enclosures, it's not finished, because obviously I was following the maker that had made the fantastic one that we've got, the Weata it's called. So I think it's a foreign word for like cow enclosure. But yeah, who made the Weata, and they also went for the very, very old school method of actually having a manure trigger, which you've not really been allowed to have since FS19. You literally, you have the external. Obviously, that could be why this is not working. So I mean, I've hidden mine on the mod, so it's not there, as in like it's not actually playing ball with the mod. It's still there, but it's not an active pot, so we can then put the... Sorry if I'm getting a bit too technical. Oh, yeah, it's the only thing with being a geek. You literally just, it oozes out of you that you just instantly talk geek speak. And it is bad. I do apologise. Yeah, you, especially when you're tired. I normally have got a bit of a filter. Still, again, we were talking at work about this bug that's going around. That talking to one of the lasses at work who's a really, she had this horrible bug that I've had, and it literally floored her. Yeah, I mean, she's still soldiered on and gone to work like I had to do after 1 week myself. But yeah, she's really, as we both were sort of saying, is it COVID really, or like a new strain or something? Because it really is vile. Yeah, I'd put it on par with norovirus and COVID, how bad it was. And does not want to go. This will be my 3rd week. Yeah, I've literally had a week back at work last week, and this will be my 2nd week back at work. So yeah, it really is still hanging on, letting you know it's there. Weakening you as well. It is one of those things you've just got to be so careful. It really just... Now then, do we set somebody... Have we got any? We've got the beautiful plough there. We could set that going because it's root crops. We are missing a bit of a trick. Yeah, even... Ooh, that could have been nasty. Now then, which side are we dumping from? Tip side back. Now, I think... We'll go... Let's try left. I'm sure left is the super speed. And right is good, but we shall see. Because right was fast. Oh, no, that's super fast. Yeah, that's the one. That's the exceptionally fast side. So the left side is the really fast side. The right side is the fast side. And the back is okay. And the grain door is still better than the normal. But each one steps up slightly. So... This is quite amazing. Grain door's the slowest, but still quite reasonable. Back door is still fast. Left is super fast, and right is very fast. Yeah, it's. I was going to do different models, and I thought, well, you could do it differently, really. Right, okay, this is going to be a bit. Yeah, I need to pull this out so we can actually access it. Ooh, that's going to be. Oh, it's a bit of a. No, that's silly move, really. Yeah, and if you unstrap that. Yeah, let's level it off a bit. And we will set this the most... Yeah, our newest member of the team. Actually, no, it's not. No, the fence, isn't it? The little fence. We bought that afterwards. Yeah. Did we repair this? I know. I just thought it was safer than... Oh. Let's set this going. This really should make very light work of this field. Well, I was there first. I know I'm a little slow, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm trying to go for the realism. So a lot of the time, I'm just going to use standard workers because I've got to be honest, they're not terrible. Certain implements like ploughs and that, they're really quite good. It's harvesters. If you do a headland, they're not bad. But the thing is with Courseplay, obviously I've got to go into my menus now. I will, as I said, really, I'm going to go. Probably, if there's only one thing on the field, I am going to do like Courseplay, and I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to say my words, and then I'll literally get cracking. So we've done that. We've got that. We want to sell and go on an hour. The things that are in green, because I did notice these are all on the up as well. The butter is doing quite well. It's nice to sort of get back. The oil mill is now, obviously, that's well chocker, the canola. That's going to take, that's about a year's supply, really, for this, which is nice to know. Preserved food factory, with sort of put a full load of that lot in. The potatoes, that's our last little lot. And, yes, these are all good. If we look at this time-saving stock check, I will say it right. The potato soup, preserved foods, and the red beet soup is all good. I mean, the silage is too. The triple soup is beginning to just about get almost to a ton. Carrot soup, again, has only just been put in. Parsnip soup's likewise. So it's our old stuff, which we really need to like put on selling for now. So we need to... I always forget to go across. I think I'm on it and I'm not. So potato soup, selling. Red beet soup, selling. And preserved food, selling too. It's because it's not activated. We stopped it because obviously the beetroots are going to get hit triply if I switch that on as well. The price is still not terrible, but it isn't the best. So, right, let's speed time up for an hour. When is that rain going to hit? Not that I know really. We could sort of let the worker crack on. 9 o'clock. What time of the day is it? Oh, it's 3:30. Okay, let's go till 4. It's not going to take too long. We should see another quite large bang. I mean, this is hard economy, so when I say that, we're not talking like mega amounts. Yeah, in normal economy would have just made it 100 grand or something silly. But yeah, this is hard economy. It is tough. I'm sort of getting used to it because it really is painful. Right, 117,908. So then can we stick my enclosure down now? Is there enough room? I don't think so. I think we need a little bit more. Yeah, so let's go grab a little bit more hay. Just another one, I would say, should do it nicely. I've been busy. I am going to put it down later. I'm really pleased with this. Yeah, now, this was another one of those. I've said this in the past. Giants are a little bit sneaky in so much as they don't make it easy for modders, and yet sometimes they do. But most of the time they do little sneaky tricks with mods that make it very difficult to pick up modding from their examples. They do things and hide things. So I basically copied how to make a house. I wanted to make a shed into a woe-man cave. I'm not disincluding the ladies in this. I mean, we usually say a man cave, but this is a woe-man cave. Yeah, so I wanted a little woe-man cave. And so I thought, well, I love the green shed. And it's really quite cute. I would have liked to change the colour, but the trouble is, I've done the model now. So it is the green shed that we're all used to. That was the feature of quite a few mods. It's quite cute. It was Death's Pledge used it on Granny's Knitwear, and it's been there all along. Like obviously sheds. There's the production sheds, another shed that's the basic shed that's always been in the game for a long time too. But yeah, I've chosen that one because it looks the most like a house. So I thought, well, I'm going to make a cute little house that's really sort of cheap in the caravan. And that really is made of reclaimed materials. It's the BI brand, so everything's always reclaimed, reused, very good value. But often, yeah, we benefits like usually technology. We've not done any technology in this one. It's just a standard little house, a trigger. You can't go in it. It's not anything special. It is just a trigger. So it's just a little tiny house, and I shall show it later. But what I'm getting at is that Giants made it very difficult. What I did was I copied what makes a farmhouse, only it didn't work. And I thought, well, that's a bit odd. So I thought, well, in that case, we're going to need to adapt one that does work, one of the in-game ones. So I took my model of the little green shed and I stuck that in the Giants one. And it sounds really easy, but actually it's not. I had to change the ID, I had to change how big the radius of the clear the area is and all that type of stuff. The paint. The only thing I've not quite got right is the paint. Yeah, when I put it down, it does a blob of paint in the wrong place. So it's a work in progress, but it works is the bottom line. So we may as well fill this as we go, and it just seemed a bit silly to take a nearly full load. So yeah, I'm really quite proud because it was one of those things I thought, oh, I'll do this easy. It's just going to be a quite small task, this one. Only it ended up being one of them things where you thought, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm going to do this until I've got it sorted, and I did. And it's a really good feeling when you actually manage to finish a project. And it did, again, teach me rather a lot. I still need to do some modelling, where I need to go into, at the minute I'm still using existing models and tweaking and sort of doing things around, but it is right good fun. I really sort of do enjoy doing it. So when I'm not letting it interfere with the recordings. Yeah, I was an amateur content creator first and foremost, so it's not going to interrupt with that particular thing. But I am thoroughly enjoying it as well. So if I can't do this, then I really can. I can actually get a bit of modding done. So now that is fast. That is fast. So then, let's pop across the road. Oh, that's nearly finished. Yeah, I would say that's going to be big enough for it. It's. I don't think it comes up with any errors now. I think it's actually. Ooh, have I? Ah, that's interesting. It is not a pit. I mustn't have moved it back in. This is the one I've adjusted. This is the one that I've actually got, but obviously something is not quite right at present. Yeah. I've got my sheep on. I'm going to adjust it. I think it's a little bit... I think 125 max is probably about right, but I've done that one. That sheep are the easiest to do. Chickens... Oh, now this one I'm quite proud of. This one, it was for... this one is especially for Hoot and Pantai. I've got some work to do in... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, it shows the model as is until you put it down. Oh, no, that's mine. That's mine. It's got no back door because it's got free-range chickens that run outside, but you can't take the... Well, you can see. I've sort of taken the window. You can't see it until I place it. I've taken the door and the window out, but if you look at the back, it's got a weirdness because you're never supposed to see inside it. So I need to do something with that back wall inside because it's like invisible. So apart from that, but it's... The chickens are basically let out of that back door, and they run free range where they run in front of the chevrons. That was, I quite like that. That was, yeah, I really am quite chuffed with what I've done. I would imagine that we've nearly finished that side of the field, and of course, we have as well. Fantastic. And then we should set to go on the other. We haven't got a stone picker, have we, on this one? Have we? Yeah, I've got to be honest. Some we have and some we haven't. So it would be the Elho. No, we haven't. Or would it be a lizard? 12 metre, 650. No, it isn't. We haven't got it. Right, fantastic. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I am quite impressed with these workers. They're not perfect, but then neither is Courseplay. I'm not being nasty, but for like the realism of just like hitting the button and they go without menus coming up all the time, not only is it easy, but also I find it less intrusive of the game. But there are times when I am obviously going to use Courseplay. It is, as I've frequently said, my #1 mod. It really is. So we'll be doing that, and I shall investigate after this session why my cow thing is not appearing in the list of available mods, because yeah, I must have... Fantastic. Right, you didn't quite finish, but we will forgive you that last little tiny bit. Yeah, so we're still looking for the stone picker, but really the top most important thing is to stick that out. I suppose we could have a... I think we've already got a loan, haven't we? We could go for that one that's the other one. I'm going to do an outside bit myself. Yeah, let's just get this done for the worker, and then we'll set them going on the ups and the downs. Yeah, I think this is probably, my personal opinion, the best thing to do is to literally do a round like we used to do on FS22 and FS19, really, for that matter. Something about 12 metres, I would say just one round should be fine. But obviously smaller things, you'd probably want to do a couple. But yeah, then I think I'm quite happy to let it do the ups. Yeah, the workers are good on the ups and the downs. It just seems to be the headlands that they faff around with. It's cutting into the field. So if you can like spend 5 minutes doing this yourself, I really think those workers are going to help all of those. There's a lot of viewers and subscribers who are on console, and I do always feel for them. Some of these mods are also, I've got you in mind, I'm trying to keep my script-based mods as little as possible. So the things I'm releasing are like for console and for PC and Mac. So yeah, I'm trying to keep all of those viewers and subscribers in mind, because I too feel your pain. I do. Yeah, I'm just hoping. I know obviously it's Christmas time still. Mod is shut. I did think it would be. I thought I'd check today, but I would say Giants are on holiday until after the holiday. So yeah, there's nothing coming out until I'd probably say there might be something released at the end of the week, maybe, but I doubt it. I think we'll be getting back into the throw of things, and we may well get some mods like next week. I know it's glutted. I know it really is very, very busy, but that's just one more, and then we're going to like literally set this going, and we're going to go. Oh, remember your. We'll do it in a minute. Let's just do this, but it is true, I need to stop them selling. That's one of my worst bad habits in FS22. I do love the selling way. I'm quite happy to pay the workers well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to be anymore. Yeah, there was a lot of arguments about it costing 60% and huge amounts like that. Well, I tested it early on. I also tested it to do my mod review sort of like run through of the production costs and that, and it does vary. I think it's as little as 3% and as high as maybe 7 at a push, so it does very little, but I'm quite happy to pay that. I mean, that, yeah, you don't very often see the higher bit, but I have seen it where I think, oh, that's a bit dearer than normal. It sometimes can be a little bit high, but I'm still prepared. Ooh, and that does show how close that tornado was. Look at that damage. Now that is what you call close. I didn't realise it was that close, though. Wow. We were very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Right, smashing. Let's leave them to it. So then, yeah, we need... How much is the enclosure? The other enclosure? I'm sure it's 150,000. Sure it is. Yeah, I've yet to try horses. I was thinking of this one. But mine's cheaper for the same amount. Yeah, I'm going to have to investigate after this session. We can't... What do we do? What do we do? We can go through till tomorrow. I do think... Have we not? Yeah, when is this ready? I think it's October, isn't it? The sunflowers. I don't think they're ready next month. I think they're ready the month after. We could go through to September. We could lift the hay, I suppose. How much hay have we got? Oh, quite a lot, actually. Yeah, we don't really need to, do we? 124 tonnes of manure. We are owed... another, I think it's 30,000 now that we're still owed. We could also grab that, but I'm just keeping a rough tally on it. Right, so then, let's go through till tomorrow. We've done everything. Oh, no, you've not done your selling off. So let's switch these off. That's it, 3. Fantastic. Right, now we can go through till tomorrow. What's in the sales? Haven't we already got a WIFO? We have, haven't we? Sure we have. Sure it's on our tally. I'm sure I actually said this before. I'm sure we have actually got the WIFO, which will be the last thing on the list. We have. I thought we had. Right, let's go through till tomorrow, then we're not going to miss anything. And it is going to be 9 o'clock. Our productions are all running. And the month we're really looking for is March, where everything is done again. Obviously, we've just hammered that. But really, what that means is that all of our produce is now, yeah, it was a pretty poor... Yeah, see the meshes going weird? So you get the silver flickering from high to low res meshes. There was another mini update, or it checked the files again. But I don't know if it was an update, or whether the giant... Yeah, you can see it going from the mesh. This is what I was saying about this. Isn't broad bladed, but it looks like it sometimes when it settles to low level meshes. Right, so sales. What is on the sales today? Oh, we're looking for a planter. We're not seeing a planter forever. We're seeing like lots and lots of cedars nearly all the time. Nope, nothing there for us. Animals. Should be at 90% now. Ooh. Yeah, so, oh, I like the way they've done that. Reproduction rate 20 and 90%. So that's quite amazing. So really we're going to need to do something. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the recording session now. I'm going to pop out and I'm going to investigate just why, yeah, why my cow thing is not actually in, if I've moved it across to my mods folder or what's happened. Because I did check, I have been checking earlier, I can't see any like things that are not right, so I've perhaps moved it out to do a bit of work. So I'm going to like stop the recording session for a minute. Do I leave the... I think I'll stop recording. I need to do a sound check anyway on the new mic to make sure everything's good. I'm going to leave that actually running though. Just stop the recording, so he will have actually done, or she will have done more by the time we get back. So I shall see you shortly. Just testing something. Yeah, it is as well. As soon as I stop the recording, when software records, it puts hooks into the game. It sounds exactly what it's actually doing. But if when I stop recording, the meshes stopped doing this and they all went high res mesh. So I wonder if it's the actual OBS. Now it's funny, in FS22, I had to switch to one of my other recording softwares for a few weeks. It was a little bit more unreliable, but it stopped the issues I was having with OBS. So it might be, I don't mean it's OBS's fault, but what I'm trying to say is it's not agreeing with the game. So I shall see if one of the others is a little bit better to stop this happening, now that I've realised that that's what it's going to do. So yeah, see you shortly. Right, I have finally fixed this. I'm not sure if it was the solar panel that did it. I've taken the solar panel off for now. Ooh, it never twirls very well with your gamepad. Yeah, so it's 47,000 made of reclaimed material. I am going to make it look a little bit old and worn, the actual sort of graphics, because it does look a little bit like fresh. But yeah, this is like my first... are we going to do that the right way? Or are we going to like... I think that way is probably better for us. Yeah, the fence is on the very edge of the land. I'm not going to make it any bigger. This is exactly right for the amount of cows. That's 47,000. That's really is quite level. Wow. No, we don't. But yes, we do want to plant a meadow. Right, fantastic. Finally, we have done it. So then, let's go and have a look at it. It took me a long time. Long time. You can see I've actually got the proper tags and everything for it. I'm not going to crow too loudly. I'm sure there's... Right, let's stick... Yeah, I want to stick zone markers on, because obviously this is, although it is a Giants building, it really is not anymore. As in, like, I've done everything to this. It really has. Yeah, would have had the that marker there. It has a manure marker, but it's hidden for now because you're not really supposed to have that. It's got the animal dialogue, and this is the liquid. Yeah, it is. Not sure. Is it not showing a tank or a storage? I might need to... Yeah, that, and also that there, which of course has got... It's not going to... Yeah, that's the point. It's not going to show anything, is it, for those ones until we actually... Yeah, you've got to activate it with whatever, like, thing that you do it with. Yeah, you can see that these are... Yeah, so added the Nautilus, added the milking function, which means if I have done it right, I should really... be able to buy any kind, because yeah, it will. So what we really need to do now, we've spent that cash, and we now need to, its limit should be 100 exactly. Yeah, I did it precisely. It's 97, but this meadow means that you can have 3 more animals, which takes up to 100 animals. It is a fairly hefty one. It's a little bit... I think I'd like to do the meadow a little bit bigger, but I've got to be honest, it's not much more cheeky than that one. This has at least got a meadow. So it's a little bit... That's why I didn't want to make it 250. I thought, come on. It's like... I know we all know a lot of these are like a little bit cheeky, but that's like mega cheeky. So the thing is now we need to do is we need to grab our animals and move them in. Yeah, so let's... I've switched the autosave off for now. Yeah, because it's... we haven't had any terrible catastrophes for quite a while, so... Now, I have got my new... Wait, it isn't... It's an old piece of recording software. Well, actually, I've just upgraded it. It's... No, it's plugging into. I'm not trying to plug really. It's well, I suppose now everybody talks about OBS. I don't suppose it's that. Yeah, it's Bandicam. It's a one. It's sort of it lagged a little bit because it didn't have the support for the more modern graphics cards. Well, I just went to their thing because obviously I had this thing about the meshes changing, and it is true. I had this before at the beginning of FS22 as well, where the software OBS didn't play nicely. I think Giants must have to tweak some, but this seems to have its hooks better. Oh, he says. That's low res. That's low. Let me just try something. I'm just going to see if I stop recording whether this stops the meshes, and I shall tell you when I start, like restart the recording. Yeah, the second you start recording, now it's gone high res, but you see it's gone low. The second you do the recording, it starts to. So it's still a game fault. I mean, I recognise this, but the second I stop recording, all these meshes go really. So yeah, there's not much I can do about it. It's going to settle down sometimes. It will get fixed. It's one of those things that's going to, if I wasn't recording, you'd have a beautiful view right now. But the second I switch it off, all of the grass just settles straight away. Obviously, I wish I could sort of take, I suppose I can stop the recording and take a screenshot. That might actually work. Be right back. Right, finally, yes. I've took a screenshot, which I shall show. So it's the hooks, but it does sometimes. Yeah, like now, it's actually holding. So it seems I've changed the settings somewhat, a little bit. Yeah, because I was trying to see if the meshes, well, if my recording size is going to be too high. So then, did we actually lease? I thought we'd leased the, or did we just talk about it? Yeah, no, we did. Yeah, right. Okay, so we went to do that too. Right, we need to grab. If we're shifting these animals from here to there, we need to move them, and we need to like go and grab like something like the Noah. Now, one of the fastest tractors we've got, and it doesn't really matter about power this time. Yeah, I did leave that trundling. That has now finished doing that. So if we grab the little fence. I say little fence, it's not that little, but yeah, it's weird. Obviously now we've got the John Deere, it's quite lumpy here, that's why. So we're going to pop down the shop, lease the Noah. Oh, it is very lumpy there actually, but I've not dropped anything. Yes, I'm well chuffed. It's been a real learning curve, that, as I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah, so reclaim timber, 100 animals. I did it 250 to begin. I was like, come on, it is a little bit. That's a bit too cheeky. Cheeky is one thing, but like taking the mick is another. So yeah, I literally stopped that. So then let's go grab the Noah, and we're going to shift our animals. Do we sell the old include? I think we need to make room. So it's 100 animals. We need to. No, it's going to be awkward, isn't it? It always is with things like that. We could leave some in. I'm trying to think, do we just take the original breeders? No, we'll take the others as well. We'll leave the youngsters, I suppose, although wouldn't they be being fed from the... We'll take the whole lot. We will. We'll strip all of the milk and all that type of thing. Another session. The main thing this session was, can we get these animals in? Yeah, also I will show you my little house. Really tiny little thing. It's similar to Omatana's, which I really fell in love with, although it's nothing like Omatana's. She's a mistress of like, her, you can see inside hers and all sorts, which is beautiful. One day I will be doing things like that, but not at the minute. No, it's a little bit beyond. In fact, it's a lot beyond the animations and all that type of stuff. I can do basic ones, as in like, but I'd have to watch a tutorial again because it's not like, yeah, it's not easy. I do know how to do keyframes and things like that because of obviously the editing you can do. I don't do it very often, but I'll be glad when we actually can use that. One day we could stick that with the spreader on the front and grab the Noah on the back, which we should lease. So I'm really chuffed at. Obviously we've sold all of our produce, and we've still obviously what I meant last session was that we've got a baseline now. Everything was like sort of pretty much at the same level. So we want animal transport. I think that's down low. I think it is. Nope, it's not. Oh, it's going to be right at the top then, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It was right at the top all along. Oh. I can't see it. I can't see for looking. It's weird sometimes when you're tired, your eyes just really play trick. In editing, I'll look and I think, it's there. You've gone back. There we go. It was actually good. It was quite low. So we're going to grab the Noah. And we're going to lease that for 1275. We did look at it. I remember looking at it, but yes. So let's grab that. I'm going to time lapse this because it is mega boring, but I just think I'd like to sort of like get these in and get them shifted and all the rest. And it is the session. It is. I always say this about the farm dictating like what you need to do. So we will get this sorted. I will expand this. Well, didn't we have to lime that field as well? Yeah, we've got the Omatana. We did say we can grab the lime from there. I would say Omatanas is probably pretty much on par with my lime, and besides which lime isn't terribly expensive anyway. It's not like fertilizer. I'd imagine my fertilizer was cheaper, but I'm not sure about the lime. So yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Oh, I think we'll make this the last one. I just thought I'd not go mad. I know we've got our own. I just wanted to get it by the bulk in, and then we'll top up with what we've got. Yeah, it's not sort of forgetting we've got a lot. Although there's a constant reminder on the field that we've got our own stuff. But I just thought I wanted to get this, like, the bulk in to begin with. Obviously, I'm not 100% sure that this actually is working completely. So this is a bit of a learning curve. The food's of it. I mean, it's adapted, so the basic things should work. But the trouble is when you start to add functions to things, it completely changes things. So you've got to like check that your models. No, I'm going to get too technical. Yeah, it is. It completely changes it. So I won't really know if the milk's going to work and that type of thing until it actually starts to work or not to work, really. Shed cow bar, and it's not showing any milk, is it? Or did the other one show milk? No, it didn't, did it? No, yeah, it literally has to be actually at the place itself, so... No, it's just showing, yeah, say I might have to do a bit more work to it. It's, yeah. The other thing is I don't know whether it appears until it actually has got some in, or if it doesn't work, then obviously... I mean, the other thing is what we could truly do is, if this is the case, is we could move the milkers, because there's only like, and move those back over there, and that's to the milkers, and have this as it was originally as a breeding bar. I would like to fix it, obviously, and make it so that it is working right. It is only adding a function, but yeah, this is me, so we shall see. I did mean to, I was just thinking, I think we were not supposed to go through the day because the canola field needed oh no, I did it, didn't I? Yeah, no, I did. This needs liming. We've got all the way over the winter to get those ready for next sort of year. So this, let's get rid of the weed because that's been scorched. Yeah, I could see the weeds needed doing on that one. We'll lime that one too. So that needs a second fertilization state. We knew that, but also needs, again, it was my main task this session was getting the animals from there to there. But it is true, I'm not going to get rid of that just yet, in case the milkers need shifting from there to there, in which case, yeah, we will do that, because I might take me this entire Let's Play to get this right, or it might be working now, we don't really know until the morning. So how much food have we got? 106 tonnes out of 177 tonnes. Meadows showing no litres. Is that, what does that mean? I mean, it's, yeah, it should be, oh, I suppose it must take time to grow. Yeah, you must buy it in the first growth stage, so that's, yeah. Straw, we've not got any straw. Now that is a point, we don't really need it at the minute. Now I suppose we could. Yeah, that is also true. We could actually put my little... This has been tweaked. Again, it's not the original one that it actually was. It's also not the same... Huh? That is land is owned by us. That particular patch there is definitely... Huh? That's a bit bizarre. Okay, let me just try and... Now, that is true that the land is not owned by us there. Now, we're going to have to come out of there. We probably are better to do something like that. Pretty much there, where it was. Because it's going to be right next door, but this is the milk, and we've got to go through with the food. So either over here where we did it to begin with, which it doesn't seem to be happy for some reason. Now, the other thing is I do need to have the unload icon that you can do. It is owned by us. We know we own this field, unless it... No, we don't not own to that extent, do we? That's got me thinking now. Do we own that land? Have I been naughty? No, we own all that. Yeah, definitely. Sorry for the sorry for the whining. I frequently do that. We do own that. Totally own that. So it's a little bit odd. Let's just try the original one. The full-size one. I wonder if I've done the extension too big. As in, yeah, what I mean is, I might have done the size of the land too much, so I might actually have to tweak this again. Yeah, because that must be extending way past where it should do. Yeah, because if you go right over here, it doesn't say any more about. Yeah, it's not saying we don't own the land. Ah, you see? Seems like I've gone way too far. Yeah, it does. We'll leave it. It's not important. I'll have a tweak of that probably tomorrow morning. Because I quite think that's quite cute. It's sort of only 2 million litres rather than the big 4 million. But yeah, I just like the size of it. I fell in love with Bernie's, and that was a small one all the way through FS25. Very compact and very reasonable. We'll send that back, and yeah, we've got a lot of normal work to do next session, but I just wanted to get those shifted. But I say I'm not going to get rid of the old enclosure in case the milk is just for the time being a decoration. Yeah, because you have to on this one. Just trying to think now. It doesn't sort of show any milk, does it? On this one, actually, strangely enough. That's a bit odd. Surely we left some milk in there, you'd have thought. It's a bit odd. I think these do act strange. All of them act a bit strange when you've got no animals in them, haven't they, really? So we'll get to the bottom of it. We will. I'm going to leave it there because there's a lot of like new things. I've got a new recording software. Now this seems to be holding. The meshes seem to be actually holding sort of quite well. So I'm hoping that the new recording software is better than OBS at present. I'm not calling OBS either. It's served me terribly well. It's a fantastic bit of kit, but it is definitely as soon as I hit record, it's definitely making these meshes go horrible, and the second I stop pressing record, it goes okay again. So it's definitely the recording software that's doing it at present. I'm going to leave it there. It probably is a shorter session than normal, but I just wanted to just make sure that the recordings are okay and all the rest of it. So I'm going to hopefully see you next session where we'll have a proper size one, and we'll get to the bottom of like all these different bits, the milk and all the rest of it, and we'll see if I've done my proper or I've not added the storage. It doesn't have any errors now when you put it down. I had an issue with storage earlier, so I've fixed that, and it was happy when I placed that. There was not a single error on it, and there was no moaning about you've not forgotten index or it's all spot on. So I might not have got the milk right, but I'm hoping we have. I'm hoping I should have done. It should be all right, but we should wait and see. Yeah. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.